So guys, hi to everyone. I'm just texting you messages. And where are you from? Let's get to know each other more. Okay, perfect. So we started. Finally, it's the time for the live stream on the YouTube, guys. So I'm gonna check it out. All of the if everyone is here, if you can hear me well as well. Hi, USA. Okay, nice. United States. What state you from? She's really great. Prague. Okay, nice. I've never been to Prague, but I heard it's a really nice city. Country, sorry. Hi, Lisa. Hi, hi. Sorry, English is not my native language, so I'm doing my best to talk. But yeah, I'm actually thinking to improve my English a little bit, and now I'm learning it more because actually I have some I think skills of learning languages. First of all, second of all, I really like it. I don't know, I really enjoy it when I know how to speak other people's language, and it's so nice. For example, if I know even a couple of phrases in some language and I meet, for example, a person, I don't know, from Spain or from Germany, and I can say something, they're so surprised every time. So it's really nice to learn the languages, so guys, do it as well. Niagara Falls, New York. Wow, so nice. New York. The song in my head every time I hear about the New York. Hi, Lisa, France. Okay, nice, perfect. Hi, Lisa, always looking forward to learn. Perfect. Good afternoon, mom. I'm the guy that us chatting on the Telegram. Hi, hi. I have a lot of people chatting with, but yeah. Hello, Lisa, Philippines here. Okay, nice. Okay, perfect. So guys, step by step, we're gonna start today live stream. Today we're gonna talk about secret backs for easy money on the pocket option, truth or scam. But spoiler, this is the second one. And we're gonna talk more about this because spoiler, there's no money button, on the in the life, unfortunately. So everything need to do by yourself and with the hard work as well. So yeah, guys, again, glad to see you here. I think it's gonna be great live stream. After that, like in 2 hours, we're gonna have a trading session, the VIP Club channel also. So today is gonna be really productive. So yeah, today we've got super hot topic. I'm going to tell you about a back on pocket option that supposedly lets you make like money and everything, but um, let's find out together if it's actually true or not. So yeah, guys, drop the message in the chat if you ever seen the ads like secret trading scheme or 100% winning strategy. Text me about that if you heard about this, and I'm sure you heard. um, so you can text plus if yes and minus if no. But yeah, we'll give you a little bit of minute to answer, to check it out if you see it, if you heard it. Hi, Oklahoma, USA. Okay, nice, perfect. So I'm sure that pretty a lot of people heard it in the YouTube, in the TikTok or somewhere else, and of course it sounds really nice, like 100% winning strategy or something else. And I think a lot of people understand already after some time that of course it's not true. There's no 100% strategy. There's no any like AI bot or something else that will give you 100% profitable signals, because if it would actually exist, everyone would use that. Okay. So yeah, a lot of people, for example, doing the courses or something else, or selling their strategies, and saying that this is absolutely gonna help you. You need to be sure. I'm guaranteeing you that and everything. If you hear the phrase guaranteeing you in trading, you need to run away, because actually a lot of people take it as a green flag, as really like, okay, this person is giving me guarantee, but this guarantee is not proven anyhow. Like, even if you will not do your result after, and you will say to a person, but you told me you have the guarantees, and he'll say, well, it's the market and I cannot do anything with that. So yeah, and usually, they do some PDF files or videos also, like for example, buy on a green candle, sell on the red one, something like this. And sometimes it's a losing strategy that makes newbies also blow their account, so they'll buy the next course, or for example, some of the people making money on that as well, because real platform bugs, for example, that some of the people talking about get fixed very, very quickly, because they want to stay online for weeks. And especially on the big platforms, as we have also, if there's any bug like that, they definitely gonna fix it pretty soon. And actually, it never happened before. For all of the time that I'm doing this, never saw any bugs like this, like really on the platform that will help you to do something. I mean, for 100%. Of course, there are some instruments that can help you to analyze, but will not give you exact signal, will not give you 100% profitable signals as well. So that's why still it's the people that learning every day what is trading, how to trade, how to analyze the market, because not any strategy, not any AI bot or something else will help you to do that. Because I understand why people buy, because they want easy result, fast result, easy money, but the market actually doesn't work that way. Because if someone promises risk-free profit, they're almost always making money from you, not with you. And need to understand that, because they giving you risk-free profit promises and strategies and everything just so you will believe in this. Because, for example, you have two traders. One of them is, for example, John. And John is saying that, this is the market. I can help you to analyze the market and everything. I will teach you everything that I know. But at the same time, you need to understand that there is still some risk. You need to follow the catch-up system, money management. You probably at the first few months of your trading, you just gonna save your money. You need to learn how to save your money, not how to make money on the trading yet. Because firstly, you need to know and you need to learn how to save them and not go in the minus and not blow your account. And after, when you already gain that, you can already make money with your knowledges and your experience. And you're like, okay, it's fine, but it's such a long way. It's 2 months and everything, or maybe even more, and I still don't have the guarantee. I don't have a guarantee, John. He's like, no, of course not, because you need to do it by yourself and you make decisions by yourself. So it's also the market, and sometimes something could happen that you absolutely don't predict, because again, you cannot predict the future movement of the chart for like 100% guarantee. And you're like thinking, oh, okay, John, I will come back to you after. And bam, after that, you see Peter, for example. And Peter is saying to you that, bro, I have a strategy that I did for like 5 years of my life. I spent 5 years on the strategy. It's fucking great. It's 100% profitable strategy. I'm sure. I guarantee you that, and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, you guarantee that? You sure? He's like, yeah, of course, because I tried it by myself and all of the other 1,000 people also did that. You're like, okay, fine. And when I get my profit, and you're like, on the next week, you're already gonna have extend to your deposit. You're like, oh, no way. So you go to Peter. Guess what happens after that? I'm not gonna even comment that, of course, what happens after that. For example, this Peter is just giving you the strategy with 2 moving averages, MACD, Aries sign, teach you how to find support resistant levels, and say that's it. Or for example, give you some AI bots that give absolutely random signals. Or some of them is working, some of them is not, and because you were not able to also manage your money on the balance, you were using too much money per trade, you're just gonna lose it in 1 week, for example. And that's it. And then you come back to Peter and say, but where's your guarantee? And he will say to you, well, but you didn't know this rule and this rule and this rule. And you will say to him, but you didn't tell me about that. And he's like, well, I cannot do anything with this. That's it. That's it, guys, because there's no easy money in trading. If it would be that easy, everyone, I'm not kidding, would do that. Of course. So money is not falling from the skies, okay? Money is not laying on the road waiting for you to pick them up. They will only come to you when you work hard. And everybody knows about this. But still, there is some hope inside of us that thinking, oh, maybe there is something that I still don't know, and that's why I'm not making money. Maybe there is still easy way. And of course, that people that doing this kind of the ads knows your triggers, because they're really cruel in marketing, in the ads and everything, and they know what to tell to you to go to your hope here and make the promises that they will never do. So please, guys, don't need to fall for it. I'm really serious, because it's so many of this in trading. And that's why also all of the time that I'm doing, and it's like 3 years I'm already doing my social medias, everything is free. Absolutely. It was my strategy since the start, because I wanted people to believe back in trading. So the people will understand that this is actually something that could work, but at the same time need to be really, really patient, that this is the same job. And I'm always saying to all of the people that comes to me to start trading, and for example, they're saying to me, oh, how much money I will make from like $100 in 1 week. I'm like, okay, stop. You need to understand that you will do result really, really slow. Are you ready for that? And if you will say no, I will say, okay, maybe you come back later or something else, because this is not for you. If the person is not patient, I'm not gonna take him, because it's not the strategy. It's not how the mindset should be about that. Because if you will have just $100 in your balance, you're gonna use $1 per trade. For example, in 1 hour, we usually close like 10 trades, not including the catch-ups and everything, but I mean like 10 or 8 to 10 profits, something like that. So in one trading session, you can make like $8-10 from 100. It's not that much, I agree, but at the same time, it's better than nothing, right? And for example, today you have $100. You had one trading session, you have 110. On the next day, you have 120, then 130, then 140, then 150. Boom, for 5 days, you get $50 for nothing. I mean, for something that you never did before. That's pretty good, right? After you have 160, 70, 80, 90, 200. When you reach 200, you can already use $2 per trade, because this is 1%. And that's how, for example, for 10 signals, you earned $20 already. So for one trading session, you earned $20, for example. So it's 220, 240, 260, 280, 300. Boom, you can use 300 and you already gain $30 per trading session. 330, 360, 390, boom, already 420. That's pretty good, right? I mean, it's days by the day. So it's like 5 days, for example, to grow your balance from like 300 to 400. Or for example, a bit more days from 200 to 300. A bit more days also from 100 to 200. So it's like 1 week at least, for example, in the first week to gain your balance for $50, because if you start with $1 per trade. This is how it works. But here, need to be patient, need to be consistent, and need to not rush the things, definitely. So I'm gonna come back to your chart, to your comments. Hi, madam. From San Antonio, Texas. Okay, perfect. Good morning. What you say is true, and some say it's not true, and that they make money this way. I try to follow various signals and bots, and I lost it through random signals, and now I'm following you with your signals and your experience. Thank you so much. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, it's really great to hear it from the real person, from the real example, because yeah, this is actually true, and some people that already have been in this industry for some time and working with the other traders, they understand me, because I also tried it before when I was just started following others people's signals. Is crazy, or for example following some bots or trying AI or something. Actually AI, I mean ChatGPT, is pretty good for beginners, because I know that a lot of people, also I heard it somewhere, a lot of people for example, they do the video on the YouTube or the reel, for example, that they used the ChatGPT and it didn't work. It gave a really bad signal, so really bad analysis. So it's better to buy their strategy or to buy their AI bot, for example, that it has more and more features. Honestly, I had the videos about AI, guys, about ChatGPT, how I was trading with that. I even had the live streams, and I don't have any questions to AI ChatGPT. Why? Because it's actually working pretty great for the analysis, but I don't recommend anything to use for giving you a signal, because you need to do this decision by yourself. You can still get this answer from the chat gpt, but you make your own decision looking at the other factors as well. But when you actually a beginner and you cannot analyze the chart just like this, because you see the chart, you're like, okay, fine, what should I do with this? You cannot analyze it step by step that much. So you just do a screenshot, send it to ChatGPT, and you ask, ChatGPT, what is going on in this chart? Please give me a full analysis on this currency pair. And it's giving you full analysis, support, resistance level, candlestick patterns, everything that you need to know. And that's also pretty great for your practice, because that's how you can practice to analyze the markets. You will see how also ChatGPT analyze the market step by step. So that's how you also need to do it step by step. Please make a video about how to use UT on TradingView step by step, please. I think I had the video about UT on a TradingView. I think I had it. Let me check it out. I will try to check it on my YouTube if I have it. I think I did it. UT. Wait a second. Yeah, I have it 1 month ago. Here is the video. You can just text UT Lisa Trader, and here it is. Wait a second, I will show you. It is me here. This is the video. Yeah, just 1 month ago. Here is this indicator on the TradingView, so you can check it out. So yeah, I already did that. Okay. I'm gonna come back to chart. Please make video, la la la. Honestly, I traded alone in 2023 and went from 50 to 115, lost from there. Can you confirm that I over traded and I should have stopped, right? For what amount of time you made this result? For like 1 day or something? For a few days? If like for 1 day, yes, you definitely over traded. If even for a week, actually, it's pretty a lot, because that means you traded for like, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours at least in a day, or even maybe more actually, because you made your, if you follow the money management system using just $1 per trade, I think it took a long time, really. Hello, here Italy. Okay, nice, perfect. How to say hi in Italian? Tell me, I don't know it. Now let's find, guys, a little bit something interesting, some currency pair where we can trade. So while we talk, we trade at the same time, and it's gonna be useful, and at the same time good results here. Okay, here's pretty good chart, but okay, let's change it like this, and we're gonna open here trade up. As you can see, here is the resistance level, here is the support level. Our price is almost achieved here, the support level. It changed a little bit here. We also can see some candlestick pattern where our we can see the shadow, the long lower wick on the candle, showing that the sellers were trying to break this level and go lower, but they couldn't, and that's why this long lower wick appeared on the chart. Here's also a pin bar we can see with the shadows on the upper and the lower, and really small body, showing the indecision of the market, and also could be the sign of the reversal. 1 day, of course, yeah, you over traded definitely, and you should have stopped. I think you already understand it, and you already texted it in your answer. As you can see, we got some reversal, guys, but we still have a time. It's fine. Maybe we can even do a rollover. No, I don't think it will help here. It's better to find a better entry point here. We were pretty fast here to open. So yeah, so you definitely overtraded, and maybe you were too exciting about your result, and you were thinking that yeah, the market is pretty great, so that's why you were continuing. But it's fine, it's fine. I think it's also some kind of the lesson, and now you already understand. You already will not do that again. But we all been through all of this. So yeah, but let me explain you how I trade, because I never hide any of my strategies. I'm always showing it to you, and because there's no really secrets about that. So let's find some currency pair. Here was pretty good upward trends, kind of nice. So, for example, one of my favorite strategy, I was showing it a lot, but still, is RSI, MACD, Donchian channels you can use for yourself. I don't really use it that much for now because it's not that needed. It's just showing you the range of your price and like support resistant levels. I think here we could open a trade down. So yeah, and also instead of Donchian channels, you can use two moving averages. We change it to EMA. Here we put 14, and here we put 8, and also EMA. So when we see that two lines is crossing each other, we get it as a signal. So we need to get the signals actually from all of the indicators, the same one, so we will be sure that yeah, this is not false, this is not some noise of the chart or something. So first of all, we take a look first at the support resistance level. This is the first thing that you do. For example, we will take a look at this example here. So here was the support of resistance levels before here. It was before here. As we can see here, some sideways movement of the price. It's not that great to trade here, so if you see it, it's better to skip this currency pair. Also to the question, you know, why, for example, I'm not trading on one currency pair, and this is pretty easy because, for example, even on the best currency pair, on the most popular one like GBP/USD or USD/Euro/USD, sometimes it could be sideways movement or a big volatility or something else. And why I need to trade there if it's really bad? Why, if I can just choose another currency pair where the market is much more better? So for example, here we skip this kind of the phases because it's not for us. After we can see it's achieved again the same resistance level. As we can see, it's pretty strong one that been tested a lot, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times at least. As you can see, after it's a downward trend started, and it broke the previous support level and started going even lower. So there's a new support level created here, and from this, after our price start moving in the upward direction. How we could understand that it would be the start of the upward trend here even earlier. So we can see here that step by step our candle, the red ones, were smaller and smaller here. Here and here and here and here. At this one, we can see that this is a pin bar. This is the body, like a really small one. There's no upper shadow and there's only lower shadow here on the candle, showing again that the sellers were trying to break this level but they couldn't, so that's why it created this long lower wick. So here it was still some red candle, but also a pretty small one, so that means the sellers gave their last power that they had, and that's finished. And after we could see here the start of the upward trend, but here even if you see all of the spin bars, it could not for 100% means that it's going to be a reversal. So you need to wait for more confirmation. How you need to wait for more confirmation? First of all, you need to see at least 2-3 green candles. Why? Because less than 3 candles, it could be just corrective ones. For example, even here, as you can see here, it was 3 candles, but after that, the downward trend continued. So you need to wait for 3 candles and for the 4th one to appear on the chart, so you will be sure that is the start of the upward trend. So when you see that 4 candles start appearing on the chart, you can open here trade up. Or even later, for example, when you see that 2 lines of moving average crossing each other and going up in the same direction. As you can see, the upward trend here was continuing pretty long. After, you also need to check it out. As you can see, MACD is giving you the signal a bit faster than the moving average. Moving average is giving you the signal only at 146, and MACD is giving you the signal at 140. Here we can see the two lines of MACD crossing each other and going up in the same direction is the first buy signal. Also, we can see here that it's the green pin bars on the chart crossing the zero level and start going already above the zero level. So it's another buy signal. Also, we could see the support level. Also, we can see the crossing of the moving average. Also, we can see that before the RSI line was in the oversold zone and now start going out of the oversold zone higher and higher. So this is another great buy signal. That's how you analyze the trade, guys, because if not, it could be pretty here. For example, what I would do for now, as you can see here, it was the previous resistance level, and here it's better to wait, for example, to see if our price will achieve this level and go higher. So it will break this level and change the support resistance levels, because as you can see, it's always changing its levels. Before it was here, for example, before it was even lower, and for example, it was here before. As you can see, we already talked about that. Before it was here as well, and as you can see, it's always at resistance levels, a lot of the shadows, because the price cannot break this. So here it's better to wait to see how the price will react, because the patience is the most important thing. A lot of people just see, I don't know, the signals only from the indicator and they're like, okay, I need to open a trade. No, you're not. You need to wait and you need to be really, really sure about your trade. This is the main problem, I think. Yes, I realized I had to stop, and it's true, I was really happy, but now I understand. Yeah, also, not so many people is talking about this. A lot of people talking only about how to work with bad emotions when you trade, for example. Okay, here we're gonna open a buy trade. As we can see, it's the new green candle appeared. A lot of people only in trading talking about psychology, and when it comes to it, every people is talking only about sadness or when you lose the money and how you need to deal with that, right? And you're getting ready for that. Okay, you're not sad anymore, you're controlling your emotions, your stress, your cortisol, and more and more and more. You're controlling your bad emotions, you're not feeling it. But nobody is talking about that you need to control also and be in the same state of mind when you are excited and when you are happy. Because in life, when we're happy, we're not hiding it, we're not controlling it, right? Because why need to control the good emotions, right? So in life, it's fine. You don't need to control your emotions, and you need to, feel it absolutely fully. But when it comes to trading, again, nobody is talking about this. I never heard anyone talking about that. You also need to know how to control your good emotions, how to control excitement, how to control emotion of winning, that you're the best, you're the smartest one, you're like, okay, I'm gonna make even more money for now, I'm so excited, I'm so good, I'm so happy and everything, I'm gonna make even more. And that's what causes a lot of people to losings, because you're too excited, you're too confident, and you're not paying that much attention to details, because you start to thinking that everything is gonna be really easy and fast like this. So you stop noticing small details, candlestick patterns, or some signal from the indicator. For example, before, when you were making this result, like when you were trading, you were like, okay, I need to analyze this, support, resistance levels, candlestick patterns, all of the three indicators. And then when you're already really confident in yourself, you're thinking like, okay, I don't need to analyze all of that. I see it's an upward trend. I'm going to open a trade up. That's it. And that's what kills your deposit, because you're could be too confident, too excited. At the same time, it's good to be confident, of course. But here in trading, you need to be nerd. I'm not kidding. You need to be nerd. You need to check out everything. So that's why, again, not so many people is like successful in that, just because they're not nerds. They are not into that. And you can be only successful in something if you are obsessed with this, if you are a nerd, if you're really ready to learn every detail, every nuance. Only if you're ready to do that, you're the best. But it doesn't mean that you need to be the smartest one. You always need to learn 24/7 and everything. It just means that you need to be cautious, and you need to be always, looking that something is happening. You don't need to trust the world, especially the world of trading. You need to count only on yourself, and you're analyzing as well. So that's why I'm also not just like, doing my Telegram with the signals and everything. I'm also doing educational content so everyone could learn. So when you trade, you make a good decisions. And in case of something, if you, for example, not sure about some trades, you can analyze it by yourself. Because I always wanted my subscribers to not trade blindly, just following someone's signal, just following someone's boat, for example, or something. This is not the easy way. So you also need to learn at least the basics for yourself, so you can understand what is going on. So when, for example, you're following some trader signals and you see, for example, that this is definitely upward trend, but somehow this trader is opening a trade down, so you can understand that. Because the other people that don't know the basics will just blindly open this trade, and they have the risk to lose it all. So we close the trade here, guys. We can open another one. What are the moving average settings? The moving average settings is 14 EMA, okay? And the second one, I have 2, is 8 EMA. So here we use them for crossing each other, and that's how we get a signal. I don't like my hair today. So, yeah. So, guys, yeah, you need to remember that the real secret isn't in a hidden bug or some strategy or some other feature. It's in discipline, definitely. So, what really works, first of all, don't buy secret strategies. Never do that from random sellers. Never, guys. I'm sure. Like, okay, if you don't care, like, and it's like just $20-$30 for you, and you still want to try it, of course you can, but I don't really recommend, because there's nothing new in that. Everything you can find in the internet. YouTube is so big. You can find so much information right now. The only one difference from the courses and the YouTube, that in courses, but not in every course actually, everything is structurized. Like lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and everything. So that's how you learn everything step by step, and you're not getting lost in this a lot of the information, because of course it's a lot of the noise and the information about trading, especially in the market. But what you need to do is, for example, you can text the same to ChatGPT. You can ask ChatGPT, okay, text me the plan. I'm a beginner. I don't know anything about trading. Text me what I need to learn step by step, the basics. And that's how you just, for example, the first lesson is going to be what is trading, what types of trading you have, and what you can choose, time of the expiration, platforms, more and more. After that, you go to technical analysis, support, resistance levels, candlestick patterns, and more. After you go to indicators, for example, you go to analyzing of the chart, how to do it, how you do step by step, some strategies and everything. So that's how you will have a plan, and you will learn it. You can just find the videos by this topic, and that's it. That's it. So for example, I learned the training the same. First of all, I even have like a notebook where I was writing by my own hand, because that's how I think I remember information more. So yeah, I was texting there all of the strategies, what is trading, what is candlestick. I was drawing all of the candlestick patterns so I can understand it, because it's actually how you remember it more. So yeah. Also, you need to learn to analyze the market yourself. Of course, that's what we were talking about. You always need to test new strategies on a demo account first. Never go to real account if you're not ready yet. Definitely. You need to also manage your risk. You don't need to you never need to do that and put all of your balance in one trade. You use 1 to 5% maximum per trade. Even 1% is better, like not 5%, because it depends also on your balance. I here open another trade because as you can see, we had our reversals. I'm not the fan on trading on the reversals because you can see it's a new support level created. At least it looks like that. We can see that our line of RSI almost achieved the overbought zone and now start reversing in a downward direction. Lower and lower. Two lines of MACD crossing each other start going down in the same direction. The last pin bars on MACD is red. They're crossing the zero level. So yeah, I'm gonna go to, yes, you're right, even ChatGPT says the various videos are fake or they do it only for viewing on referrals. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, and I think the last thing is don't expect to get rich overnight, in even over a week, and even over a month. Don't ever expect it because again, just take this thought in your mind. If it would be that easy, everyone would do that. That's really true. That's really true. So yeah, and I hope today, guys, we figured out that there are no magic buttons, but there is education, experience, also, and discipline. And if you actually want it, of course you're gonna make it, because I know that a lot of people have so much potential in them, but sometimes they're just getting lost in all of the info, or just in yourself, and they don't know what to do. But if you actually take trading seriously, results will come definitely. And you need to keep it in mind. If you are persistent, you're gonna make it. It's like in the fitness, you know. For example, if you will go just one time or even 1 week to gym, you will not see any result. Yeah, you will feel a bit better, but you will not see any result. After 1 month, yeah, you can see the result, especially if you mix it with a diet. So it's some few components for successful and great result, right? And also if you walk, for example, if you drink enough water, if you take some supplements and everything, you will have the result even faster. So it's all about some plan, first of all. Second of all, about some different things that inside of this plan. So only with the gym is 20% of the success. We know that 80% of the success is food, is how you eat, when you eat, and what you eat, how much you eat also. So you need to take all of these details to get the result that you want. And the more thing you will do for that, the more faster result you will have as well. The more you do, the more you know, the more faster and successful, or maybe even not faster, but the most, you find the most easiest way to do that, and the most convenient and healthy way to do that. It could be even 1 year of losing weight or something, but at the same time, you do it healthy and you actually feel better. So, on the long term, you see the results, but not after 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. 1 month, yes. 2 months, yes, you can. If you will cheat and you will eat the bad food, or for example, you will start having overeating, or you will stop going to gym, boom, your results is just disappearing. So, yeah. I asked ChatGPT to show me the best way to learn trading technical analysis using currency pairs, and it gave me a 30-day learning plan. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 30-day learning plan from ChatGPT is so great. And after, for example, he gave you some topics, right? Why would you say he? It's probably. So the ChatGPT gave you some topics. For example, day 1 is this, day 2 is this. So you can text, okay, give me the info about the day 1, what I need to learn exactly. And for example, tell me about this. Tell me about this topic. Text me a big text about, for example, what is technical analysis and how it's working. Sometimes ChatGPT is giving not great information. I think everyone knows about it. By the way, we closed the trade. So it's better check it out by your own on the other resources, just finding from the Google or watching some YouTube videos. But also be careful with the YouTube videos, because some of the people, again, saying something just to make the money, so you will buy something from them. So you just need to learn and see the basics video about what is that, and just check it out for the best ones. So that's how you will find it. You don't do voice trading session anymore? I do. I did yesterday here on the YouTube. Just now the format is different. Now the voice trading session in the format of the live stream on the YouTube. I said about that before because when I do voice trading session in the Telegram, all of the other people see each other, see all of the participants of the live stream, and it's not that great because some of the other people that do fake channels with me, they just take my photos, my name, and everything. They start texting to my subscribers, pretending that it's me. But nothing happened to anyone, thank God, because I'm always saying about this, and I'm always telling that, guys, I have only one Telegram, only one contact where you can text me. So everyone is really careful about that. I will never text you for hours. Everything is free. I don't take any money from subscribers. So all of my subscribers knows about that. But one of the also subscribers recently, after one of my voice trading session in Telegram, they texted me that some of the people is texting me using my face, name, and everything. So yeah, so I decided to try the format of the live streams on the YouTube, so nobody can contact my subscribers, so they will be safe. And yeah, and for now it's working. They're not texting to anyone, so it's great actually. So yeah, guys, I think was pretty great live stream. I hope you like it. Let me know after in the Telegram if you like it or not. So we traded with you. I'll show you one of my favorite strategy. We talked a lot. So guys, mwah, thank you so much all. I will go get a snack, and after we're gonna have a trading session soon in just 1 hour in the Telegram. So guys, I love you all, and bye.